Right, guys, so I was able to achieve this drugstore look by using these products right here. If you're interested in this tutorial, please stay tuned. All right, guys, so I'm starting with the Fresh Wash Base, and now I'm going in with a makeup primer. And the makeup primer that I am using is by L'Oreal. It is a 24-hour matte setter primer. I love this primer. I got it on sale at Walgreens for $4.29. And I had an $8 off too coupon. They had buy one, get one 50% off. So I got all three that were left for about $4. So I'm just applying the primer on my face, and I mainly like to focus in on the areas where I'm going to get the most shine and oil, which is where you see me going in the most. So my forehead, my nose area, my chin, and on my cheekbones. This is the area where I get the most oil, but still applied all over the face, but I apply the most product where I get the most oil. Now that that is in, I like to have my product set for about 2 minutes or so before I go on to the next step. So I'm just going to let this set. All right, so now that my primer is set, I'm going in with my foundation, and I'm going to be using two foundation shades. This is by the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. Excuse me, I'm saying DreamWorks like the movie. But I have two shades. The first shade I'm going to be using is the 125 Coconut, and I'm going to use that lighter shade on my T-zone area and up under my eyes. So I'm just shaking this up a little bit, and I have a little spatula that I like to apply the product on because it helps to me for smooth ease of application. So I just give one full-size pump, and I like to rub the excess that's left from the dispenser on my face. And this is the product that's on the spatula. And I'm just going to apply under my eyes, down my nose area, on my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin area. And I'm just going to take my foundation brush. These brushes are by Mary Kay, and I'm just going to work the product in. Now that I got that lighter shade worked in, I'm going to be going in with the darker shade, which is in the 130 Mocha, and I'm going to apply that on all the other areas where I do not have the foundation. All right, so I'm going to work this in. So now that my foundation is done, the next step I'm going to be going in with concealers. And these two concealers are also by Maybelline. I have a lighter shade and a darker shade. The lighter shade I'm going to be using on my nose, forehead, and chin, and up under my eyes as a highlight. And then the darker shade I'm going to be using on the sides of my nose, up under my cheekbones, and on the sides of my chin to kind of like mold and sculpt my face. So I'm going to be taking my magnifying mirror for this one, so I can get like a kind of like a close-up. And I love the Maybelline products. Number one, they're super affordable, and they provide the coverage that I like. And the two shades do work pretty well for me. I do recommend you all to get two shades in your foundation so you can be able to get the nice shade, even tone all over the face. So I'm going to take this light shade of concealer and go up under my eyes. All right, so now I'm going to take the darker shade and just go in the areas to contour. Going up under my cheekbones helps me prepare for my blush because I want my cheekbones to stand out. So that's why I go up under the cheekbone to make them sculpt and lift. And I'm going to blend this all in. And you see how my cheekbones are already starting to sculpt and lift as a result of me just doing that simple step. Now that I have my primer, foundation, and concealer on, I'm going to go in and set that prior to me using my powder. And this is the Fight Dirty Wet n Wild setting spray. I just put it on before I put on my powder to go ahead and allow my makeup to start to set. So I'm just going to spray. And I'm going to let that set until it completely oxidizes. Now that I've allowed that to set in my face, I'm going to go in with powders. And the powders that I will be using are the Covergirl Outlast Press Powder, the Covergirl Full Spectrum Press Powder, and I also have the True Complexion Contour Palette by Black Radiance. Now, I do the same way with my foundations. I have two different shades of powders, and this pressed powder is a lighter shade, so I'm going to be going in up under my eyes, my nose, my chin, and the center of my forehead. All right, now I have this darker shade in the Full Spectrum. They don't carry this anymore by the Covergirl. They discontinued the Full Spectrum Matte Ambition, but I bought a bunch of them on clearance. If you have been following my channel for some time, I like to shop and find beauty bargains. So I'm just going to take this darker shade, just put over the other areas that where I did not apply the lighter shade of where I did not apply the lighter shade of the pressed powder. All right, guys, so next I have the True Complexion palette in the medium to dark by Black Radiance, and it's a palette with like 3 separate shades in there. I'm going to be using the darker shade and the shade in the middle to help continue to contour, because I do want a heavy contour on my face. So I pretty much take the darker shade, dab it in, and then do the lighter shade and just continue to sculpt my cheek area, because I do like my cheeks to be sculpted. All right, so next I'm going to be doing my lips, and I normally have 2 lip liners. I have this brown one, which is almost gone. This is my favorite lip liner. These are by LA Colors, the lip liners, and I have this shade of red to go in on top. And then I'm going in with the Covergirl Ultimate lip gloss. Is a matte lip gloss. This is my second time using it. I actually do like it. It's not drying, but I still like my Rimmel London. So I'm going to line my lip with the darker shade first. I'm going to take the shade of red and just go over that. And the reason why I like mixing the two, it creates like a not too deep of a red but not too deep of a brown look. So I like the mixture between the two. Then I'm going to take the lip gloss and the Covergirl Ultimate, and this is in the shade Strawberry Spritzer. And I'm just going to blend all of these in. All right, so next I'm going to do my eyes, and I have two eyeshadow palettes. This is a discontinued palette by Milani, but I do love the colors. And of course I got it on sale, but this is like a natural tone. So I'm going to be doing a mixture of those colors on my eyes. And I also have a Wet n Wild Color Icon palette. I got this recently. They had it in a gift set at CVS, and I love the colors. So I'm going to do a mixture of these two palettes on my eyes. Now I am going to brush up my eyebrows. I don't do a whole lot with my eyebrows. I do like the natural shape that they already have. And I'm going to go in on my brow bone, and the shade that I'm going to go in on my brow bone with is going to be from the Milani palette, and I'm going to use this shade right here, this big block right there. All right, my eyelids, I am going to go in with that orangey shimmery shade right here. All right, guys, so I am about to go in with my crease, and I'm going to be going back to the Milani palette, and I'm going to be using this gold tone shade right here in the crease. And one thing I love about these palettes is that first off, they're very purse friendly, and then second off, they are super pigmented. All right, so I'm going to take this dark shade of the Wet n Wild palette down near that dark shade right here, and I'm going to be contouring with that. Now I'm going to line my eyes, and this eyeliner is by Wet n Wild. I picked this up for like 20 cents. It was on clearance during the Halloween season, and they had several of these, and I'm just going to line my eye with this. Now I am going to go in with some mascaras. I like this mascara, but this wand. So I'm going to take this wand and put it in this mascara to do my eyes. This is the Almay Mega Volume Mascara, but the wand in there, it to me, I do not like the way the wand works. But this mascara by Covergirl in the Professional 3-in-1, this was an okay mascara. I did use all the product, but I saved the wand so I can be able to use it with this. I'm taking the wand out. As you see, it's kind of I'm going to place it right here, and the wand in this one, I love it. It has that nice curve shape which goes in the actual shape of the mascara, of the eyelash, excuse me. I just like to take the current product off the brush and just put it on this one. So that's a hack. If you like one mascara but then you don't like the wand, just save your previous mascara so you can keep the wands in those. All right, guys, so next I'm going to be going in with my cheeks, and I'm going to be using a Covergirl eyeshadow in the True Blend, and this is in the shade Hot Frenzy. I absolutely love this shade. The color that is in this palette is actually the shade that will go on your cheeks. Then I'm going to highlight with this palette. This is the Makeup Revolution palette that I'm going to be using to highlight my cheekbones. My cheekbones already contoured and sculpted, and I'm going to take my blush brush. Now, Mary Kay has the absolute best blush brushes. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to take my brush and dip it in the palette and get what I call my smile big on. Not a Kool-Aid smile, but a nice smile to bring out those cheekbones. And just dab on the cheek. All right, so now I'm going to take this highlighter palette and I love, look at that, you guys. Look at those colors. I'm going to use the rose tone shade right here. That's the shade I'm going to use and go right above it. And I'm just going to go back in with this palette and just fill it in. And now I'm going to take my powder brush and just lightly go over the areas of my face to blend everything in. Now, the final step to sealing this look in, I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro setting spray. I did use another setting spray to set the foundation, then put my powder on, but I'm going in to finish it all in with this L'Oreal Infallible setting spray. And I'm going to let this set. All right, guys, so this completes my drugstore makeup look. Look at those cheeks, guys. See that highlight, see that glow. Look at the colors of the eyes. I am absolutely, loving this simple makeup look, all drugstore products. Thank you guys for watching. Be blessed and be glamorous.